there, folks. It's Dub here, and over the Christmas season there, Alpha Outpost was having a buy one, get one free. There were some boxes that had got shipped to the wrong places, and I missed out on them. So there's a couple that I grabbed up that was off the tail end of my last subscription. So one of those was the Zulu box. I'll open that in a different video. This one's going to be the Reaper, as you can tell, and also I'll open up the Medic kit, or the Medic box. We know basically what's in these, but I still want to check them out and get the gear. I thought the price was right and wanted to look at the quality of it. So without further ado, I'll try and be fairly brief here. This is the Reaper kit. And I do believe that they are still selling leftover boxes, so if you see something you like, head on over to Alpha Outpost, pick it up. If not, then don't. Alright, so again, we always get our little included bit of information. This one's kind of a comic booky style. Well, at least it used to be. Let's see if it's still. Yep, definitely still is. So it kind of has a bit of like situation thing in it, some tips and tricks and various things. Again, if you want one, pick it up yourself, borrow it from a friend, because this is just an unboxing. So they've got the Reaper. I guess you'd call it a patch. It's rubberized. It's fairly thick. I don't know that I'll use it for anything, but it's kind of cool, Terminator-esque, you know. All right, so. Again, we knew what was going to be in this box. We've got the hatchet item here. It's kind of a, seems like a rubberized-ish handle. It's pretty light, so I'm guessing some kind of maybe aluminum or an alloy. Let me try to open this up without cutting my darn self here. All right, we'll take that off. So that right there would be your belt pouch, a way to hang it, or just something to put it in so you don't end up running your hand across the blade and cutting yourself. All right, we're going to take off our little plastic wrap there and take a look, and that is definitely some kind of an alloy. I'm not sure. Get the Alpha logo there if that's your thing. I'm not so sure I dig the branding so much, you know. But I guess it's still pretty cool. So this thing is stainless steel, made in China. Pretty darn light. Pretty darn light. I mean, it's got a little spot here for doing some work with, I don't know. You could get some nuts and bolts and such loose. I guess that's what they're trying to do with that there. It also might help to lighten it up some. So, I'm a fan of hatchets and whatnot. And I don't know what this would do. It appears to be full tang, as it has this little bump out down here with a hole through it. I can imagine you can stick a lanyard on or something like that if you wanted to. Or a paracord wrap the handle and use it as a tie down. I don't know. I guess I'm torn. I'll have to actually take it out and use it and see how it holds up. It feels light, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes light makes you think of cheap. But hey, I mean, titanium's light and that's not cheap. So, all right, moving along there with that. So we got the big, I don't know, I guess I'll call it maybe Bowie style knife, or just a large belt knife here. And again, nylon style sheath, I would assume. They feel reasonably thick. It seems to be a double-sided. The hatchet has kind of like a plastic in there to help from cutting through too much, so we'll pull that bad dog out. All right, a little more weight to that one. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be good or bad, being that it's kind of heavier. All right, so again, the branded, again, stainless steel from China. It's got the serrations of the sawtooth back here. I mean, I run my hand across it. I guess that'd do something. I don't know how long it'd take you. Basically, it's a big old hacker, pretty thick deal. Again, looks to be full tang, so more scary looking than anything. But I guess if you're crashing through the brush and you're chopping at some stuff, these items could be useful. I'll have to test them out and just see how the edge holds up and whatnot. So that's what's in the Reaper box. And again, we knew what was in there. We just want to check the quality out. These things are stainless steel. They are from China. So you can make your own decision on what you think, whether that's a good one or not. So we'll get that back in there. Get the Reaper deal back in there. We'll close that up. We'll move on to the Medic box here. So, all right. Here we go. Alpha Outpost Medic. We'll open that one up. Probably should open that big old Bowie knife I just got, huh? That'd just be goofy. All right. So again, trying to be fairly quick. This one here says Emergency Medic, and that one's actually kind of cool. If you did have a bag that was just for that, that's pretty easy to see. And anybody else that got into your gear, if you were the one that was hurt, you say, hey, get the one that says Big Red Emergency Medic on it. So it'd be kind of easy to figure out which one that is. All right, they've got some SWAT It. It's a stretch and wrap tourniquet, kind of an advertisement. Oh, nothing on that side. You can put notes on it. Kind of an advertisement, so if that's something you want to look into, Google it. All right, so the Medic, and again, we have our book, but we're going to skip that. All right, okay, where to start? All right, first off, we've got this deal here, which is the fracture pack. It's a padded splint deal, so if you got a broke arm or whatnot, oh, okay, cool. This thing's kind of like a rubberized plastics that seems pretty firm. There's some gauze and some tape in there, and looks like maybe even some gloves. So if you're out somewhere and you or a buddy, you know, bust something, splint it up, you know, get the pain down, and get yourself to, you know, a medical professional's stat. All right, and just a little bit of gauze with some little butterfly clamps there. So if you just happen to, you know, fall down, skin your knee, nick your arm up on a rock, something, that's always a handy one to have. It's elastic. Here we've got some medical scissors. Ordinarily you would use those, you know, I guess you could cut tape and that kind of stuff, maybe cut the gauze, but usually, and because it's got that little rim right there, what it's for is running underneath someone's pant leg and taking it off if they've got an injury that would, you know, prohibit you moving them to get their pants off, but you needed to get to the injury. So those, they seem pretty generic as far as the quality goes, but I mean, as long as you don't work scissors over too hard, you know, they'll probably get it done. Okay, chest seal. That sounds important. Clean the area, cover the wound. So it shows the image of a guy or a gal, a figure with a hole in their chest, which I'm not sure where that would come from, but if you did have a hole, I'm sure you'd want some kind of a patch and repair. So it looks like it's just a giant sponge gauze with some gloves and some tape. So I'm not sure if it would, you know, take care of a hole that size in your chest, but apparently it would do something for you anyways. All right, off to the side it goes. All right. And this here is a profuse bleeding pack. And this is an ABD pad. It looks like, well, tampon abdominal, well, I can't even pronounce that word. That word down there. I'm gonna chop it up and try it. Let's see here. Almohadilla. Yeah, probably not even close. So it looks like they've got, all right, so here's that SWAT, the stuff you saw in the very, very beginning. So they had this in one of the packs. That's why they had an advertisement for it, apparently. And again, it's got some gauze, the SWAT stuff, which stops the bleeding. It looks like it says it's a stretch, wrap, and tuck tourniquet, so it's a pressurized system. And again, each one of these seems to have gloves in them, which is really cool. So if you open up and use one of the things, you've got a new set of gloves for each kind of scenario. So I like that. Okay, and so this would be where we put all gear, and then we go ahead and slap that that emergency deal on it. So we've got the little Velcro piece in the front. We'll peel off a little applicable Velcro patch in case you want to attach it to a different bag. You've got that. If you already got one going, you slap it on there. If you don't have a bag, toss that in your pack and you've got an emergency bag. You can add to it, subtract from what you got here. There seems to be some kind of tuck pockets right there in the front. And a little fold-out pocket for it. Pocket up here up top where the actual patch is. Seems to be of reasonable quality. I mean, I don't think you'd be beating up, you know, a med kit too hard. I don't know how many times you're getting hurt. It's got a carry strap, some mesh inside, and a couple little tuck pockets here. And it looks like it got capability of attaching it to something with maybe molly straps right there. It's got some little D-loop rings there and up top. It's got a carry handle. It doesn't look like it has any kind of a pouch in the very, very back portion. So all this is just reinforcement and whatnot. So pretty cool little pouch there. Let's see. Oh, one little thing here that fell out. What is off to the side here? Genuine first aid. It's a little keychain. So I don't know what you're gonna get in that. Oh, it's a little mini kit. Okay. It looks like it is one of those place over somebody's mouths to give them mouth to mouth without touching your mouth to their mouth, which might be, you know, one of those deals. So here we go. This is pretty cool, actually. So if you're kind of like myself and you don't necessarily want to be touching a stranger's mouth with yours, this has a this side up. It shows a person's face. I'm not sure if you can how well you can see that, but it shows you where you're supposed to put it, pinch their nose, and then it has a little one-way valve right here. So you can lay it over their face. Might be a little creepy if you're conscious, but if you're unconscious, obviously not breathing, you wouldn't even notice, and so this would be a good thing. So it's got a one-way valve here. It shows you what side is up. It shows you how to pinch their nose and what to do. So pretty cool little deal. It would be nice if this thing came in plastic, but I guess I already opened it up and to show it to you, so that wouldn't matter anyways. But it would be nice if that thing was, you know, hermetically sealed as well. You're gonna be putting your face on it and somebody else's face on it. So I'll fold that back up, rubber band it if I can, get it back in the pouch, and then add that to it. All right. So I'll try and recap here. We had quite a few things. So the bag and the patch right there back in, scissors back in. That is the profuse bleeding pack. I guess you could use that kind of anywhere. If you've got this, hemostatic type deal here with the compression, that's a good deal. So if it was a leg or an arm, I guess whatever that is. Just the regular gauze sponge action for the chest seal. The splint here, that's a pretty cool deal. Again, this stuff is pretty firm, so I'm kind of thinking that would be reliable. The little mini one that we'll get back in there, the regular gauze itself, there's a little mouthpiece, and then the paperwork and our advertisement. All right, so that was the Reaper box and the Medic box. You can decide which one I paid for, which one I got for free, or maybe I got them both half off. Anyways, like I said, they are still selling them online. I think they got a buy one, get one half off right now. Not quite as good of a deal, but go on if you saw something you like and check it out. All right, this is Dub signing off. I'll catch you on the next one. I know I got the Zulu box coming up and the Gentleman's box, I believe. So we'll be looking at those here pretty quick. All right, this is Dub signing off. Catch you on the next one.